The reality is we live in a society these days, and everyone is so used to having everything in front of them right away that we forget that innovation just takes time. I myself, I get frustrated too. Why? And you know this as being one of my best friends is, hey, I talk to you all the time. Hey man, I'm frustrated in the fact that I can't seem to just get there in
Mhm.
the next day. But that's just not how these things work, right? Innovation needs to be planned out. It needs to be very methodical. And then when it finally hits, that's when it seems like to everyone else that it sort of just came out of nowhere. But to you, you know the amount of dedication that it took over that time.
Yeah, and like we almost always do in this show, because Harvard Business Review has more good articles than anywhere else. There's a really famous article about, I think it's like the seven stages of innovation, or seven parts of innovation, that Harvard Business Review is very famous for publishing. And that one, that researcher always talked about focus. That actually, most of the time, innovation takes a lot of focus. It is not usually the spark of genius. Now that does happen, that you have the spark of genius innovators, but most of the time it's very long. It's thought out. To your point about the vaccines, often where disruptive innovation comes from too is actually an inferior product that creates a new domain, a new area. And so there were parts of innovation that you mentioned that have been on the shelves for years because actually they weren't better than the existing solutions for most things, right? Until a moment in time.